Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Moment with Gabby. I am your host, Gabrielle Mosa. Today I am taking you to the fashion world where we have a fashion designer who I will be interviewing today. Stay tuned for more. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Today's guest is a fashion designer based in Nairobi, Kenya. She will be telling us more about her experience and her journey. Karibu.
Asante.
So introduce yourself, tell us who you are and what you do.
My name is Essie Mosa. I'm the CEO of Essie Mosa Designs, based in Nairobi. We focus on ready-to-wear and custom-made clothing.
Why did you choose fashion and design? What is your motivation or your purpose behind it?
From a young age, I've always loved fashion. I've always been curious to see how things are designed, the design process, the creative process, and it just came naturally, so I decided to pursue it and let it be my full-time job.
Okay.
Yeah.
You went to study in Rome, Italy, more about fashion and design.
Yes.
Why did you choose to study that specifically? Why not in Kenya or somewhere else?
Italy is the hub of fashion. You get inspiration from the streets, you get inspiration from the stores, from the people around you. So it came to me, and Kenyan schools they don't offer the same things that they do there. So the experience there was much better, and I got a broader perspective on the fashion design.
Do you think your experience there, what you experienced, the culture, has had a huge effect on how, for example, you design clothes or your thought process and everything? Did it change you, basically?
Oh, definitely. When you begin the fashion design career, you think you're just going to start making skirts, and it's the rounded skirts, and you think it's simple. But going there and experiencing the haute couture and all of that makes you expand your mind in fashion. It's not as simple as a basic top, a basic skirt. There's a lot more to it, and also the finance part of fashion. It's a lot. Yeah.
You're an entrepreneur slash fashion designer. How has experience been from when you started, and when exactly did you start?
I started in 2018. That's when I came back from Italy, and it's been good. It's hectic, like any other job, but the experience is fun. I've actually gotten to know a lot more about Kenya itself because of the experience. If it's going to fabric search, if it's going to meet new tailors, getting a team together. So it's been fun, even knowing my country. I didn't know it as much as I did before I left.
And what challenges have you experienced, especially like in the fashion industry?
Oh wow. It's a lot. One of them being, Kenyans are woke. Kenyans know what they want. They shop a lot these days. So you have to be in the know. You have to know what's happening. You have to know what's trending. You have to give them what they want with a twist. And that's what Essie Mosa is basically about.
All right. Love that. Do you think Kenyans have become more open to Kenyan brands, to designs locally, as compared to how people are more open or fascinated with outside brands, outside designers? Tell us more about that.
Oh yes, Kenyans are they're adapting to seeing that we actually have quality, we actually have the same standards that the UK, if it's Italy, they have, so they're trusting us more, and that's what we're about. In fact, it's really exciting because you see more stores that are Kenyan owned in malls, all over the streets, so it's amazing to watch. Yeah.
All right. We have seen how nowadays most designer stores are online as compared to before. People had to open up a store or a physical shop. Nowadays people are more inclined or comfortable with online stores. What would you say about that?
Well, my journey with online and physical has been, I've actually gotten to experience both, because in 2018 I was mainly online, 2018 to 2019. Then 2020 I opened my own store, and it was a good experience, but these days the client wants fast and easy. They don't want the hustle involved in coming to see you or visit you, because let's be real, people are busy these days. People are working from home, if they're working from the office, it's a lot, so they prefer deliveries. So I decided to close the store and go back to working online, and it's been doing great from there. I've actually grown quite a bit.
All right.
Yeah.
So we shall take a small break, and coming up in the next segment, she's going to tell us more about her company, advice for young designer entrepreneurs. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the second segment. Thank you for staying tuned. In the previous segment, we had talked about Essie Mosa and about her journey and her experience. She will tell us more about her company and advice for young entrepreneurs and fashion designers. So tell us about your company. First of all, why did you choose the name Essie Mosa?
Well, my full name is Esther Mosa, and most people call me Essie since I was a baby. So it's only right that I used it.
All right.
Yeah.
Tell us about your company, Essie Mosa. Who you target specifically? Is it men or women, children? Tell us about that.
Well, we're mostly targeted at women between the ages 24 to 35. We do a few men's shirts that are like chiffon. I try to do things that are different, that, that is not in the market. So, and kids, we do them on custom orders. Yeah.
What differentiates Essie Mosa and other brands? What makes you unique or different? Or why should people choose to shop or have items designed by you?
All right, so for Essie Mosa, we focus on print, most importantly. And if it's bold colors, we do solids and we mix them up. I'm all about color, vibrancy, and just different cuts, colors, and yeah, that's about it.
What is the most interesting item you've ever made, or challenging item, or the one that has excited you the most that you've ever made? It can be for a person, it can be for brands.
Well, that's a heavy one. I feel like the most exciting moment has been when I participated in the Rome Fashion Week. That was exciting because you get to experience a lot of different body types, different personalities, different. It's a different kind of pressure that comes with fashion. It's not just putting a picture online and all of that. It's a mass audience, and you get to really see how your client will react to your clothing firsthand. Yeah.
Okay. Does Essie Mosa do more of like ready-made wear items, or do you do more of designing items?
Well, we do mostly ready-to-wear, and just to mention, we started ready-to-wear actually during the pandemic. Before, I was solely custom-made, and I used to do things like weddings and all of that. But then when the pandemic hit, you have to adjust to what happens around you. So we had to move to ready-to-wear. I've been doing that actually mainly since January. And with all these changes, you actually realize that there's a need for ready-to-wear. I didn't think there was, but there's actually a need, so it's really doing well. So I try to take on a few custom pieces, about 4 or 5 in a week, to balance them out.
What advice would you give young entrepreneurs, specifically who wants to go into the fashion industry? I know it's sometimes a bit challenging because the industry is coming up. What advice would you give them? Maybe they don't have enough capital, maybe they want to start a store or something. What advice would you give them?
Number one, you will never have enough money for it. It's demanding, there's always something new, there's always keeping up with the trends, you have to drop new releases. Take your time, follow your gut feeling, don't be in a rush because there's a lot of competition. You'll post one thing, the next day somebody has posted this, so take your time, especially in picking fabrics, in where you get your fabrics. Don't be in a rush to make things. Basically, don't be in a rush to make fast fashion. Make sure that you choose fabrics that are long-lasting, that are durable, and that will bring people back to you. On the flip side, it's fun, it's creative, it's a fantastic environment to be around every day. And yeah, take your time, enjoy. Life is short.
I've seen you do collaborations with various brands and various companies. Which brands or which companies have you worked with, and what have you designed for them?
Wow, okay, so this actually started during the pandemic. I started doing masks, and it was just a random idea. My clients would send me messages and they're like, Essie, why don't you do masks for us using your fabrics? Because Essie Mosa has really unique different fabrics that we use. So it's something that I put off for a while. Then I just woke up one day and I was like, you know what, let me make what my clients want. So I started doing masks, and they had a really unique 3D shape.
Yeah.
And I can tell you from just one client, my business grew, like it blew during that period. And just because of a mask, that is when I started working really with so many companies. I've worked with Kenya Originals, I've worked with Johnny Walker, I've worked with Mia Wines, I've worked with Singleton, I've worked with and a few more, but I can't remember all of them at the moment. But yeah, those are some of the ones we've worked with.
I love that.
Yeah.
A single idea that, just blew up the company.
Yeah.
Love that for you.
Thank you.
So aside from fashion and design, what do you like to do for fun? What does Essie Mosa do outside of Essie Mosa?
I'm an introvert, let's say this. I like spending time alone. I like taking drives. I like swimming, watching shows, not based on fashion or anything. I know you're gonna ask that. No. So yeah, I really like my alone time.
All right. Thank you very much for coming to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Tell people where they can follow you on Instagram. Are you on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter? Tell the people.
Yes. We are based online, so obviously I'm on all platforms. You can look for me under Essie Mosa, ESSYMOSA. And to reach me on phone, you can reach me on 0706 808518.
Thank you very much for staying tuned. I hope you found the show interesting, and I hope you learned something new. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow us on all our social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, NewsunplugKE. I have been your host, Gabrielle Mosa, and see you until next time. Bye.